MacDonald is expecting baby number 3 in just 4 weeks. She's a confident, practical mum, but with each child, AJ has had to adapt and learn new skills. AJ is going blind.
I'll stay really close to Zabe, like within reaching distance of his hand, and I will grab him sometimes and pull him back by me. It is scary, it is hard work. Yeah, it's not easy.
AJ has the condition macular edema. It's a complicated autoimmune disorder where her immune system attacks her eyes. Her sight has gradually deteriorated. She's now completely blind in one eye and only has around 30% vision in the other.
When I look out there, I can just see waves and the beach. I can't see. If it's like just Jaden and he's coming in close, I'll see him. But yeah, I can mostly just see waves.
Who's there? Who's home? Hi, son.
AJ's oldest boy, Jaden, is 8, the same age she was when she discovered she was losing her sight.
Hi. High five.
Like, I don't remember it being, one day I woke up and I couldn't see. It was really slow. I just remember thinking, I can't read that now, or I can't see that far, or I would mistake things, I would say, my stepdad always laughs because one time there was a white rock and I said, look at that duck, and it was a rock, and things like that, and you didn't it wasn't like you go, I can't see now. It was like just little things like that got worse and worse. They did surgery on my left eye, removed the lens, so there's no sight. I get light and dark and some shadows. The other eye, I see some movement, but absolutely no focus. Like, I can read things for a few seconds or for a bit, but then the focus goes on me. Short distance I can see if I hold things really close to me, but long distance is really gone. If people are 1 metre away from me or 2 metres, I won't know who they are. I don't see my kids' faces really clearly, but
I can see where they are. I can hear them and I know what they're doing. I know when Jaden jumps out of that tree. I know when Zabe's coming up underneath him and that. Yeah, I listen to them play, and that's how I see them play.
Eventually, AJ will lose all of her vision. Surgery is an option, but it comes with risks.
I'm a bit scared about having surgery, especially on my good eye, because it's if it comes out worse, then, or do I stay happy with what it's at now, or do I try and make it better and risk it being worse? Because, the risks are pretty high. There's definitely a chance of putting a lens in that left eye, which would give me a bit more sight, and also there's cataracts in the right eye, which is taking away quite a lot of sight, which cataracts are really easy to fix, but you have to have no inflammation is what they call it, and that's the condition that I have. The uveitis is what causes the inflammation. So I have to be on heavy medications for a period of time to make sure there's no inflammation in that eye, so they could do that operation.
And with a new baby on the way, AJ has decided to stick with the status quo.
Hi. How you doing? Good. Come in.
We've got 4 weeks to go. Baby's due in 4 weeks. I've got worries, having a toddler and a new baby. It's going to be tricky, but that's cool. Lots of people do it, and yeah, I'm excited about it.
Okay, so do you think we should have a feel and a listen to this little puppet? Okay.
Macular edema is known to be hereditary.
Okay, that would be great.
In AJ's case, it's simply developed from the autoimmune disease.
Is it nice and warm today? That's good.
Her eyesight is changeable. When she's sick, she has less vision than when she's well. Her pregnancy could have affected her sight, but luckily it hasn't.
Either way, I just hope for a healthy baby. But yeah, a girl would be nice. A girl would be nice, but 3 boys will be loud and ruckus and cool as well. That's just, it will be what it's meant to be.
Excellent. It's a happy baby. 140s, 150s. And we'll do your blood pressure.
AJ has a younger brother living in the same town, but she's always managed on her own and doesn't expect any help with this baby either. Even though her partner Lionel works long hours, often commuting away from AJ and the kids.
Mum, what's for tea?
Mince
Garlic.
and potato. Yeah, garlic. Do you want to help?
Can I go and play outside?
Yeah.
8-year-old Jaden is well aware of Mum's limited vision and naturally helps her. But AJ just wants him to be a kid as much as possible too.
He knows my condition, he knows what my sight's like. He probably knows better than anyone what I can and can't see.
Zabe, what are you doing? Zabe? What are you doing, mate? Can you pass me a potato, please? That's been my New Year's resolution, has been to be better in the kitchen and find ways of doing things, like with the baking, find ways of doing it. It's the same with cooking, you find ways of doing it. It's not always great, but, I'm sure my kids probably eat a bit more dirt on the edge of the potatoes than other kids, but yeah. Jaden, can you see what the dog is choking on, please? With using knives, it's like you feel the potato, you feel where it is, and then you know where to cut. It's just using, like intuition more than your sight. Things like cooking chicken, like I don't cook chicken if I'm by myself. I'll cook it if I know Lionel's going to be home in time, and then he can check it, make sure it's not pink. Zabe. You all right? Come here. Come on, we're going to wash the potatoes. Oh, Tara, can you pick it up? Here's your grapes. Oh, no. That's Karen's stuff.
Even though she's 36 weeks pregnant, AJ is still helping others in her community. She recognises that her loss of sight played a part in tough teenage years.
I did drop out of school. School was hard. When you can't read, you can't see, there's lots of different reasons that kids don't function well in school, and mine was just that I couldn't see. So I dropped out early, and I did get into trouble as a teenager. And when Jaden was 1, I decided that, this wasn't the kind of life that I wanted to bring my child up in. Lots of drugs and just lots of trouble. So I thought, no, this isn't for my son.
You tell us when we're good, eh?
Jaden's really, really good. He's been taught road safety from real young, and he will cross us over roads because I actually can't see the cars. When it's quiet streets, you can hear cars, and you do know when the road's clear. But when it's a really, really busy street and you've got to look for a gap and rush over, I will walk a long way to get to a crossing and then backtrack if I need to.
Are we good?
When AJ was a teenager, nobody helped her with career opportunities, and she became lost. She had her first baby when she was 17. In June last year, AJ graduated with a diploma in applied social science. She now works as a social worker and is studying for her degree. She works here with young mums attending a course at the YMCA and elsewhere with teenagers at risk. And she's a youth mentor.
Okay, so A's keen to do some baking this afternoon? Yep. We're going to bake for Sandy's farewell, I think. Yep.
AJ passes on the knowledge she's built up through her own experiences. She's a voice of reason for the young mums and their babies.
And people can be so judgmental of young mums. I know what it's like, I've been there, and it is tough, and you do need help, and you do need teaching, and all of that. And I just, I love watching them go from being pregnant to having their babies to just being beautiful mums.
What happened? Oh, the slide was on your toe.
Last year, AJ received the prestigious Lesley Woman of Courage Award for her outstanding work as a mentor and her influence on young people.
Winning the Lesley Pierce Award was huge, really, because I'm quite a quiet, private person, and to have it out in the public that, yes, I can't see, to have it, it was in magazine, it was on TV. It was kind of this thing where you have to go, okay, I'm going to go public about it or I'm going to hide away, and you have to make that decision of, yeah, I'm going to talk about it, what it's like to be blind, what it's like to bring up kids, all of that stuff.
I'll bring some food down actually and just put it on the table for him. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, AJ.
Yell out if you need anything.
You're going to stay in the room.
All right.
AJ knew she needed qualifications to give herself and her children a better future.
Because for me, I couldn't just go and work in a checkout. I couldn't do admin. I couldn't do those, those jobs that we can kind of walk into. Cleaning, a lot of that stuff I couldn't do because I couldn't see. Lots of jobs, you have to have a driver's license. And so for me, it was, what can I do? What am I good at enough that's going to counter the eyesight thing?
So grab out the ingredients that you need. Okay, guys, take your butter out.
Your butter and your golden syrup's been melted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we don't need the butter no more.
Honey, you don't put your butter in the dry. Good boy.
We need a cup of flour.
So I taught myself how to cook, and I learnt a lot from friends and family because, you need to be able to cook and feed your kids. So that's something that's really important with the young mums. And, if I can cook when I can't see anything, then they can cook.
Okay, quartz, can you turn this on?
What do you want it to?
Bake 180.
But even attending Polytech put her out of her comfort zone.
7 years ago when I first started, my sight wasn't that bad, so I got to know my way around. You count the steps, you know how many steps there are. I think too, you use your other senses, and it's not like it's not a conscious thing that you do. You sort of you feel things, you know that things are there. When they change stuff, it's hard. Like the space was all open, and then they put in these lovely gardens, and that kind of mixes me up for a bit. But once you know it, you know it. Finding my class was difficult sometimes, like if we were in a different classroom and I couldn't see the number on the door, and if I looked in, I was never sure if it was my class or not.
With baby number 3 on the way, she needs to put her studies on hold, for now.
It's time to go home. Come on. Thanks, Sandy. Thank you, girls. See you later. Bye.
It's a busy life, and every week Lionel's daughter Jay also comes to stay for the weekend.
Let's hop in that side.
Open your seat. It's Jaja. Jaja. Jaden? 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 Yebo.
Good boy. Plug you in.
Yebo.
Have you just got your belts on?
I can't put my belt on.
AJ likes a busy household, but sometimes it's the everyday practicalities that can get her down.
The one thing that gets me is not being able to drive. That's the tough thing with the kids, with working and studying and, you know, trying to do all of that. It just adds a big extra pressure onto your day, trying to, you know, either walk there or find a ride, or if it's raining, or just when you need to get, you know, you want to go to the shop or something, you have to pack the kids up and walk there. You know, that's a mission. I don't struggle along with this kind of condition on my own. You know, I have beautiful friends and family that support us, that love my kids and that love us and help us every day. There's never a time where I'm sitting here on my own going, oh my gosh, you know, I can't cope with this.
AJ is fiercely independent, but she needs help with supermarket shopping.
I don't think anyone loves the supermarket that much, but for me it is a lot harder. I do it with Lionel or with my friend Jenna.
She finds the noise and the maze of shelves disorienting.
Lots of people, lots of stuff, and lots of movement, and that I get a bit, can't see much.
Okay. Do you see plums on there?
Nope.
Okay, go search. Push P.
That was the same as the other one.
Just trying to get the cheapest thing, and you can't. Seeing the, you know, the small prices is hard.
Oh, no, I did it. Yeah, because you're doing it a few times.
Thank you. You too. Take the trolley, baby. Good girl.
Change your bottom. Oh. Lie down. I worry about other things, like practical things. Like I worry that now, you know, I do a lot of stuff with me and my friend and their child, you know, and now we're not all going to fit in one car. Like that's the kind of stuff I worry about, is that I'm going to have 3 kids, and if I'm with one of my friends who has a kid, yeah, I won't fit in the car with them. You know, or taking 3 kids on a bus is a lot tougher than taking 1 or 2. So I worry about that kind of practical stuff, but I try not to worry about the future and whether I'm going to be able to see them or not.
Baby Eli arrives right on cue.
Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Yeah, are you hungry? Alright, leave it.
Having boy number 3 brings new challenges.
Alright. Don't hit. No hitting, man. Come on.
Life just got a whole lot busier, yet AJ's making light of her load.
It's going to be tough. I mean, it's going to be tough. 3 boys, that's a lot of testosterone. I think, yeah, it's cool. I just have to get out and about, take them for walks. It'll be Zabe that needs, Zabe needs to be taken out of the house and energised. He's always got a lot of energy to get rid of.
Yeah. Oh, let's get Callie. Yeah. Callie. Let's run.
Her younger brother Ben has been helping out while Lionel's away.
I suppose she's come a long way. AJ has done a lot of things, and didn't really notice it at the time because she's sort of, I don't know, never really given her the, what's the word for it? Help me out, man.
I don't know, man.
Respect for doing really well in that.
Yeah.
Because she's done a fair bit, and I've sort of always just seen her as my sister AJ. Like, her eyesight and that doesn't really come into our lives that much when I'm around.
I can't.
Howdies. You hot?
Go check on Zabe.
Can't climb up that fence anymore, so that's good.
Oh, shot, man. Is it ready?
Yep, you can serve it up, man. Can you grab a tea towel and chuck it down?
Oh, it's all right on that chopping board. Shot, thank you. Been homebodies for the last since he was born. It's good having, Jaden's so much older, so he's sort of responsible, and Zabe kind of is learning. Good boy, Zabe. Go wash your hands, it's all ready. Jaden will help you. Good boy. I haven't been out by myself with all 3 of them. It's, me and Lionel have taken them out. It's going to be hot, okay?
I'll sit by Jaden.
Okay, you hop over there then. Oh, Auntie will pass it over the table. You hop over there.
Yeah.
You're so clever, man.
All right, are you getting drinks? Oh, good boy, thank you. Let me help you.
Uncle Dales, if you want to feed now,
Don't bend your plate, please.
Was it good?
Use your fork.
Was it nice?
Yeah, it's nice.
Use your fork.
But not the noodles.
Oh, yeah, careful.
These.
She'll be watching your TV program and you'll be saying,
Home for your bath.
Young Jaden eagerly takes on the role of mother's helper. He's her second pair of eyes.
Son, can you please grab me a towel? I think that sometimes happens with kids when you have a disability. It's things like, Jaden, can you have a look at this rash? What does it look like? Can you tell me what it looks like? What does he have in his mouth? Just those extra kind of things that kids don't usually have to worry about.
Eli's been diagnosed with hip dysplasia, or clicky hips. It's a relatively common condition, but he has to wear a brace for the next few months.
It is hard with his brace because I can't bath him, and I've always bathed my babies a lot in case I've missed a bit of poo, in case they're dirty and I can't see it, and just keeping an eye on his skin because he can get rashes and stuff from his brace. So yeah, that's been tough.
Never one to sit around for long, AJ has already decided on a new way to support other mums in her community. She's training as a breastfeeding mentor.
It's something that they're putting in place over New Zealand, I think, to try and encourage women or support women to breastfeed. Yeah, that's something that I'm quite passionate about too. I think if women can get that support and help that they need and can do it well, then it's an amazing thing.
Yeah, I am an advocate for breastfeeding, but I'm not a pushy breast is best person, you know.
I do worry sometimes that, you know, if my eyesight goes completely, then how will I cope with that? I do sometimes think, you know, if I couldn't see my kids, you know, I can still see their faces now, and I think that's something that makes me feel sad, is thinking, you know, what if I couldn't see their little facial expressions or see what they're doing?
Baby's gonna climb up onto the tray.
But then I think of the other side of it, and, you know, I can still kiss them and hug them and hold them. I think I'll always be close to my babies, whether I can see them or not, I think.
Do you want it on or off?
Yeah.